Hey, so this is day 11 of binding my tongue. Fuck, it's getting close. Like, it's getting really close. I'm kind of almost done with it. It's pissing me off. Because I'm just impatient. I'm tired of it not being, like, finished yet. It doesn't hurt anymore or anything. I can eat fine. Yeah. So, and I did have one thing come up, which is like it's healing in the back, like where my tongue ring originally was. That entire area is almost healed. So if anybody has any experience with doing this, because I'm like worried about like it healing maybe like too fast and not having my tongue split. So if anybody knows anything about that, they should comment or tell me or something. That'd be cool, because I'm having a little bit of trouble finding that information. Like, do I have to do something to keep all that? I know like the back is supposed to heal, like the base of it is originally basically where your tongue ring was. But I didn't think it happened this fast, and I'm worried about the rest of it healing up. So anyway, I've been binding it a lot, like two, maybe three times a day. Um, it's hard to like get them tight now because there's not much of my tongue left. I can show it to you guys. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. So I don't know. It's all going good. I'm debating on just cutting the rest of it, like I've said, because I'm impatient. And yeah, it's only day 11, so I have a little bit longer doing this. So somebody asked me to do a pros and cons video of, I guess, binding it versus cutting it. They asked me questions about that. Um, Obviously, I can't speak as well for cutting it because I haven't done that. I decided to bind it. So I mean, I have some of that will be assumption on that part, and some somewhat educated things. I did a little bit of research. So, um, first off, while it shouldn't be like the biggest motivator, and but unfortunately it is, price. You shouldn't do what something because it costs too much or whatever if you can avoid it. But let's be honest here. Um, I don't make as much money as I would like, and so to go ahead and like get it cut, I'm looking at. I don't exactly know how much like a body artist would charge because there's none around me that can do that. But I know that from when I was reading about like going to a surgeon, it was like between $1,000 and 2,500. Um, I spent about $15, and that includes like the copious amounts of mouthwash. I bought fucking fishing line and mouthwash and some tiny scissors. Like, so as far as money goes, definitely binding it. And that really is one of the smaller pieces. I think the bigger piece for me, at least, is at least for why I decided to bind it, was just doing it myself. I feel like it would mean a lot more than having somebody else like go in and cut it and it being done like in one go. Like by drawing it out, as much as I fucking hate it, it's like me doing it. This is my journey. Like this is, I feel like it makes it more meaningful, more sentimental, if you will. The whole thing. And plus, which if people ever ask, because I've had people ask me even so far, like, oh, how much did it cost you to go get it cut? And granted, it's not finished yet, so, but, and, I've gotten to say, oh, it didn't cost me anything, I'm doing all this myself, which is pretty cool. It kind of makes you feel like a badass, let's be honest here, which is always nice. So, there's that part, God, and I guess a con to binding it would definitely be like, it's uncomfortable the first few days. It's very uncomfortable the first few days. Whereas I feel like maybe cutting it, I don't know, I feel like it might be more painful, but in a very less amount of time. It wouldn't be drawn out. And obviously, there's a whole impatient factor again, where you wouldn't have to wait. It would just be done. Um, So I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to really, I guess, cover that topic a whole lot, just because I've never gotten it cut and I haven't even finished binding it yet. But as far as I see, and like when I was making the decision to do it and all that, that's kind of what I was thinking about. Um, yeah, I like doing things myself. If I can, I do them myself. Just because I like, yeah, if I'm gonna go ahead and do this stuff, if it's if it's reasonably within my capability, I'd like to do it. I mean, I do a lot of my own piercings. Um, Obviously, I'm doing my own tongue. I do like obviously stretching and all that stuff. Um, Tattoos, obviously, I don't do those. I'm not artistic. I don't exactly have the materials. I don't have experience. I'd like them to look nice. So within reason, I try to do stuff on my own if I can. So that's, I guess, my thoughts on all that. I can actually like, use my tongue basically again, which is nice. I'm not really having any trouble doing anything. Um, yeah. So it's looking good. It's looking really good. I'm excited for it to be finished. Like I said, this is day 11, and I'm actually about to go rebind it again. This is like the third time today. It's already loose again. It's hard to bind them tight. I might stop double binding it because I keep double bind. I feel like I could get it tighter though if I didn't do the double bind. I just went through once and tied it. Um, so I'm gonna try that, see how that looks. Try to get this shit finished. Otherwise, I may see where I can pick up a scalpel and do it myself if I'm kind of mixed about it because I am a little bitch, which is one of the reasons also I didn't want to get it cut. I feel like, yeah, I am a little bitch. So it seems like it would hurt a lot, which, I'm not exactly adverse to, but I could deal with this pain a lot better. um, so yeah, tongue's nice. It's not like infected or anything. Somebody asked me if it bled a lot. It doesn't really bleed at all. I think at one point I saw like a drop of blood. I switched around a little bit of mouthwash and it was gone. So, there's like a bunch of like white stuff where it's splitting though, which my semi-educated guess. I'm not like a doctor or anything. Uh, like my tongue healing looks like when you get like a sore on the inside of your mouth, like because obviously it looks different than like a scab on your skin, that sort of stuff. So, um, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. So I've been pulling it out with tweezers, sterilized obviously, but yeah, I don't know. That's just what I've been doing. So I don't want my tongue to heal back together. I've been trying not to like mess with it too much. Obviously, I want like the insides of it to heal. Um, yeah. I mean, this has been exciting, and I'm just so ready for it to be done. Just because I'm impatient. I mean, it stopped hurting. It gets uncomfortable sometimes. Um, but that's really not the reason. I kind of like the fact that it's uncomfortable and that it hurt a lot in the beginning, just because it was more of a challenge, and it made it like I keep talking about meaningful and that sort of thing. It truly did kind of do that. It made it a little more meaningful. I'm sorry, my hair looks bad right now. So, yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Again, if you like it, subscribe. If you don't, I'm sure you can find a way to leave some sort of nasty comment down there. And yeah, I'll post up. If I decide to cut it, I'll post a video of it. But I'm not quite sure again if I want to do that or not yet. Um, Kind of wait a few days soon. I'm looking at. So, hopefully it's done soon. So again, this is day 11. I guess technically now it's day 12, past midnight. I did it at midnight. Easy to remember that way. So, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching again. So, if you like and subscribe, hopefully this was helpful. If you have any more questions, comment. I'll answer them in whatever next video I do about this. So, beautiful. All right. Excellent. Hope it's beautiful wherever you are. Have fun.